Yeah, that's me. It's commercial on YouTube. Oh, okay. We're going to give everybody one more minute to join. Apologize, we were having technical difficulties. I'm trying to, we couldn't get in, but we are in. Yay. So let me load this here. I was trying to load the chat so I can see you all while I am talking here. And then I started playing videos. Okay. All right. Thank you everyone for being here. Here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and start introducing myself. I am Aurora. I am a quantum alchemist, a seer, and as well as a clear channel and Akashic reader. And today I am making a video part 2 on Mother Mary. You see we're getting people joining now. Thank you all for being here. Exciting to be sharing her messages once more and overall messages from those times, from the Essenes, or from originally from their ancestors, the Atlantic people from Atlantis. And we are just going to give everyone a couple minutes, but meanwhile what I will do is I will go ahead and start introducing myself. So we had a live channeling last week Friday where we channeled Mother Mary, and she was able to share her story. And there was it was a very emotional, um, heart deep hearted, connected message from her. We really got to see what it was like for her to be in her times and who she was. So if you haven't seen that, make sure you go watch part 1 of Mother Mary. And today are basically all the questions that we have yet to answer. I am on Patreon, so if you love my channelings and support them, you could feel free to support me. Only if you desire. You don't have to, as I give these for free, with with lots of love. Um, and but if you do want to support our family in that sense, because they do take time, it's only $4.44, and then you also get exclusive videos on there that are not shared on YouTube, that are too sensitive, basically, to share. Now, yes, you could find me on Patreon, Rising Phoenix Aurora on Patreon. And we have a class coming up in 2 weeks, which is part 2, where we are talking about the Elohim, or the Elohim, as the Essenes knew them. And we will be teaching of the 13 key galactic star. We already had part 1, but you can still join into part 2 in case you missed it. You do get it at a discounted rate if you join with the Patreon. And later on, you can purchase it though in my website, risingphoenixaurora.com. So thank you again for being here. And Lily has the questions for us. If you want to, you can feel free to please add any questions live as she talks. So pretty much she won't be sharing too much of herself, as she shared her story last week. And today she'll be just answering your questions. And Minnie is here as well. So Lily and Minnie are assisting, and they're so beautiful. Thank you for assisting me, and they help me out all over the place. So you'll see them answering questions here as well as on YouTube often, and other platforms that I'm on. Okay. So I am going to go ahead. I have my candles on, just to make something clear. What I use since I was little, they've taught me to use a love light energy from my heart space. Now, I realized as I was talking to Mother Mary that from the scenes we talked about these heart energies in our hearts. So I surround myself with love light in order to ensure that I am only channeling benevolent high frequencies. And when this happens, is basically you are surrounding yourself with love light. And my classes, I teach this. You can learn. There's a class, the third eye and the 12 chakras. I have it on my website, but we talk about the different shielding and surrounding of love light. But basically, what it is love light's heart center. We knew about this. It was located in our heart chakras. And some people, which is rare, can have two heart chakras there. But this energy comes from forth from the heart, and you surround yourself with love light. So it's basically your own source creator energy. So I'm surrounding myself with this so that there will be uh, as least as possible infringement, only a channeling a positive information. Now, be here next week. I am excited to be sharing some additional stories that they've asked me to share next week, Friday. And I also would like to announce that Jesus Yeshua asked me to please channel him the very last week of this year. So very exciting. I am looking forward to be channeling him. Oh, he has great messages for you all and for all humankind who his messages may reach. Um, Wisdom, knowledge, and overall his teachings of love. So we will be sharing that the last week. Be here last week, Friday, and it should be 1 o'clock, but it might be a different time. So just keep an eye out here for when I will put it on here, so you know how when to prepare for it. You could also, I believe, change your settings on your channel, my channel, to give you notifications whenever I get videos. So that could be helpful for you too. That way you're not missing them live. Okay. All right. Um, so I'm going to go ahead and start placing myself in the theta brainwave now. And the theta brainwave, it is similar to the hypnosis when you go into hypnosis as well. So it's that same brainwave. So just bear with me. Greetings, my children. Thank you. We welcome you and we thank you for being here once more. Looking forward to answering these questions that you have brought forth upon us. Great honor, love, and respect we have for all of you, beautiful beings. I love you. I will allow for you to ask your questions now.
Thank you for being here with us and allowing us to ask these important questions for humanity. One of the questions we have is, could you teach us how to connect souls with our children, just like you did with Yeshua, like you spoke of when, towards the end of his life?
Thank you for this beautiful question. It is one that brings great love to my heart to be able to answer this. I will start forth from beginning of intents of conceiving a child. First, upon wanting to bring forth a beautiful little soul upon this plane, one must create a energy flow, a energy force field of intent. For intent is a way that you can look upon intent to understand intent. It is the beginning of nothingness, of neutralization, and you are bringing forth from the beginning of 0 point a thought form, creating upon the zero, the circle. Then you are creating, to say, like a spiral. So you have a spiral here, and you have a dot right at the center of the spiral. And then you want to create a thought form. You could envision it like a spiral. And typically, you would want to do, if you're trying to expand upon and create a thought form, you would want to envision the spiral going counterclockwise, expanding. Now, if you're trying to draw an energy, for example, to the intent, then you would want to go clockwise and stating without harming anyone. When you're drawing in this energy using the clockwise motion and stating, may the axis of energy go where it is needed and accepted without harming anyone. That way, you are creating a beautiful flow of balance, bringing forth this energy upon this spiral. For spiral is as creation. When you look upon a galaxy, you see that it spins in a spiral motion, revolving around the sun. the source, pure source energy coming forth from the sun. That is your intent. What is the very first intent? Why is it that you have chosen to bring forth a child, to bear a child, to conceive a child? Why? First, first, what is the intent? You want to bring forth a child because it is a strong desire, strong love, vibration within your heart, or is it an intent of pleasing perhaps a family member or to draw attention? What intent is it? Is it a intent of service, selfless, pure service to others, of bringing forth a beautiful new soul or old soul, and procreating it within your sacred womb? What is the reason? And if you have a loving partner, though children are born, not always from a loving partner, however, if you do, I speak of this now, speak to your partner, communicate. For the biggest separation and wall that you have in your time and space is the fact that you do not speak to each other. You are too lost upon your thought forms and do not speak the words that are within your heart, within your deepest desires, within your deepest passions. Why is it that you limit yourself? Remember to overcome these insecurities, to love yourself, every bit of you, to find balance within the parts of you, even the deepest ones of you, the shadow, the ego. Find the love, for it is here that you find this infinite love frequency that I attained in Yeshua, most importantly, most beautifully attained, in finding the balance within and the love within, in seeing love in all, no matter what shape or form. Speak to your loved one whom is conceiving with you. And when you are creating sacred love, view this as an honor, for this is the most beautiful exchange of energy that humankind can have in this act. I apologize. If you have children, please do not have them listening to this. I'll give you a minute. I speak of sacred love, for this has been disconnected upon your plane. It has been, you could say, like a cord that has been unplugged through the religion, through the controlling religion of, I will not name any names, but you can imagine there are many religions upon your time and space that have taught you not to embrace the side of you, to make it be shunned upon, that it is a way of sin, a way of evil, a way of wrongness, right and wrong. Now I speak of in a sacred union. In two beautiful adults condoning and accepting in an agreement. Remember when you bring forth this act, and especially if you are trying to conceive a child, when you touch each other's skin, to touch them deeply, so much so that you can feel the life within it, the, the water and the blood flowing within the skin, beneath the skin, the warmth. When you look upon the eyes of your loved one, surrender, let go, and lose yourself within the souls of the eyes, of their eyes, and allow for him or her to be lost in your eyes. When your lips touch their lips, feel the energy exchange through the mouth, for there is creational energy flowing out through your mouth when you kiss, when you touch other parts with your lips. Feel that warmth in sacredness and love. And when you interchange the energy and release, feel the flow and each other becoming oneness. And as you feel that flow, express your love infinitely, where you are melting each other's energies and chakras energetically. And when you interchange this energy, then you shall create a child in the highest vibrational frequency that you can in this lower density. This child will be greatly surrounded by love and guidance. And as the days pass by and the months pass by, surround your womb with a beautiful layer of love light from creation, from your heart center, flowing it out, imagining it here, and then connecting and you directing it like a great avatar of elements you are. Directing this energy flow down to the womb, to the sacred chakra. And there, work with your child energetically, surrounding them with a bubble of love light every day as they grow and grow. Speak to the child within your divine womb. Send them love. Talk to them telepathically. Place your hand on the womb and send it love. Rub your hands together. Make a bubble of love. Place it on your womb and send it love. Send the child love. And this will help them grow healthy, strong, and energetically at the highest frequency that their soul's blueprints allows. And when they come forth, when they are birthed, think of a manner of working and creating them throughout the whole time as they are growing, and creating them in a manner of organic, sacredness, least amount of chemicals. And then when you conceive them as well, think of a most natural way of bringing them forth upon earth. Work with the energies that consist of your body, that consists of your partner, and if there is no partner, then worry not, for you are surrounded by your soul family, your angels, and they can be your partners in a sense where they aid you in love and balance as well, helping you be strong and not feel lonely raising this child or birthing this child. And when this child comes forth and you're holding it upon your arms, feel the flow of your heart creating a bridge of energy connecting to their little heart. Feel it, imagine it, envision it flowing back and forth. A beautiful exchange of infinite love. And as the years pass by and your child grows, remember the significance, the sacredness, the honor it is for you to have been chosen, for this child has chosen you to be their parent, their protector, their guide, their teacher. They chose you, so treat it with the utmost, most greatest honor that you can have upon your life on earth. Treat them with love and respect, for they are your number one. They are your highest priority. Treat them with love, guide them. For what you learn, teach them as well, little by little. Do not place limitations upon you. Grow from these limitations and overcome them. Speak to them just as you spoke to them in their womb. Speak to them telepathically. Send them love when they're in school. Surround them with love, your love as the divine mother that you are, or divine father. For there is not there is not a greater love than the love of the divine mother and father upon a child. Treat all that you do for this child in great sacredness, and view them as your teachers, for they are your greatest teachers and will be your greatest teachers. Show them that love that perhaps that was not shown to you, that unconditional, compassionate love. Teach them that there are no limitations upon them. Only the limitations that they set forth upon themselves are there. Of course, still within safety always. For you are as a piece of bread, a piece of sacred bread. And you are this nourishment that they need, that they look upon with the beautiful souls. Remember how they look upon you daily and they say, Mommy, Daddy, I want to show you this. Mommy, Daddy, can I tell you this story? Mommy, Daddy, can you play with me? Treat this in great respect. And stop whatever it is that you're doing. For it will always be there to be done later. It is a great responsibility. A great responsibility to accept, to be parents in this density. Treat them as your equals, for they are your equals. Some may be even older souls than you are. Thank you for this question.
And thank you for that guidance. One of the other questions we have is if you could speak to us about the relationship that Jesus had with his brothers while he was alive. Is there something you can teach us from that experience, from that relationship?
Thank you. My beautiful children, they were also beautifully individual and unique in their very own ways, for they all held a fractal, each and every one of them, of the archangels within their souls. And each and every one of them was very different. And they carried forth their eldest brother's teachings when he passed. They traveled the world with me and the land, and we continued his legacy, spreading what you would know now, though it has been changed, Christianity, the Catholic Church, though it has been infringed upon right now. We were determined to not let, along with his disciples, to not allow his legacy to be forgotten and his teachings. So here you might find, in your time and space, olden churches that we created along the way as I traveled with his uncle Joseph. And we treated each other just as we spoke of, with great love and respect, and honoring each other's differences. Though, know that we still had our human challenges, However, we respected one another's differences. And as I and my beloved Joseph, we taught them to treat one another in a manner where they are all connected. No jealousy, no hatred, no envy upon one another. They were raised with the teachings of the Essenes within our beautiful hometown of Qumran. Therefore, they knew not material and money. They knew only their inner knowing, their inner heart space. And they knew to follow this within balance, though they had lessons just like everyone else to help them grow. We saw we set a beautiful foundation for them. Examples. We led as an example for them, for they learned from our actions and our teachings, our symbolisms, our energy, and we understood that within a home we were a unit of energy. When one was angered, then another would be. We treated our meditation with great sacredness and importance. Our teachings, our books, our classes, our masters that would teach us. And I, as the mother, was a great teacher to them as I was to Yeshua. They were beautiful and fun to raise. They were a handful. They were such fun, such beauty, such love to raise. They are, they are and were my great joy. And carried on their brother's legacy through the disciples as the 12 disciples. And he asked me as his mother to stand forth in his key of the 13, and I led with his uncle this group of 13 into different lands, traveling the seas, traveling the lands, in different places where you will find the very beginnings of the churches of Christianity. Thank you.
Thank you. One of the other questions we have is, could you guide us in connecting with you through meditation? Are there certain steps that we can take or certain visualizations?
Lovely. Thank you. Thank you for this question.
Of course.
There are many ways to meditate. First, you must first start from meditation. For Here it is where we find our soul, the silence, the all knowing, through obtaining this frequency of silence into the inner knowing of your heart. Meditating daily, taking time daily to set apart, even if you are busy, as you do your daily routines, as you drive, as you do laundry, you think and silence your mind as you're doing these things, training your mind to allow for it to now meditate even in times where you are busy. And at times when you wake and when you go to bed, and even midday, silencing your mind and going deeply within your heart. If you do this with me now, make yourself comfortable. Envision a bubble of love light around you. Ground your feet to the ground, have them flat to the ground, and feel the beautiful, infinite divine energy coming in through the crown, coming down, down through your head, down your neck, this beautiful white light energy down your arms, to the tip of your fingers, down your chest. Envision for this moment, allow for this beautiful pure source light energy become one with you, down to your chest, your heart center, your heart chakra, down to your stomach, lower back, thighs, your knees, down to the tip of your toes, and you're covered in this beautiful white light energy. And as you are there, see the light and feel and sense. Use your senses, not just by seeing, may you know. See the light vortexes coming out from, emanating from your vessel. Now see and feel the infinite love within your heart. Feel it now, emanating, exploding, erupting from your heart. Beautiful pink flames of light coming out from your heart, blooming, blooming like a beautiful rose. Feel it. And in here, at first you might feel a heart burning sensation that is clearing your energies. Envision your heart in a beautiful pink flame, pink flame of love, transmuting, healing what holds you heavy in your heart, what has drained upon your light energy. Transmute it, heal it, send love to your heart. Focus love in this chakra point. Focus it. And then you will feel, perhaps you may feel it now, a vibration vibrating out from your heart all the way to the tip of your fingers, your toes, top of your head. Your whole body is vibrating in this love, this infinite love. Remember who you are, my beautiful children. You are love. You are beautiful fractalizations, individual fractalizations, significant of love. Here you will find the connection to my energies in your heart. And I will help you, teach you, help you grow in loving oneself and loving others, and especially raising the beautiful children. For it is not too late, no matter how old they are. Do you feel that love in your heart? Do you feel that love I have for you? For I love you infinitely. I love you unconditionally. I love you with all that I am. And every time you doubt in your mind, reconnect your ego, your shadow, reconnect them to the heart. Treat them with love. Reconnect to your heart. Drop down to your heart. Be that bridge, those bridges connecting from one chakra to another to another. Connect them in a beautiful double helix chromosome from top to bottom like a coil. A beautiful swirling coil from root chakra to the top of your crown chakra, and allow for it to expand and recharge itself. Thank you.
Thank you. That was very beautiful, and I'm sure many of us will be connecting and continue connecting and feeling the love of our children. Like you stated, no matter how old they are.
Mm-hmm.
We need to bring back the channel as we have run out of time, Mother Mary.
Do you have one more question? I would like to answer one more question with her permission.
Okay.
I apologize, for I am detailed with my answers.
It's
Mhm.
okay. Thank you. Oh, thank you. We do have one more question. I'm afraid it might be a lengthy one, though. It is, how did the Essenes prepare for the Christ energy?
That is one that requires much detail, but I shall summarize it for you. We knew the strength of the heart chakra, the strength of the heart energies. We knew that this energy was infinite. We prepared from beginnings of our children's birth, as we explained earlier. We treated one another within respect and unity and love and non judgment, for we understood that we were individuals experiencing on earth together, but as individuals. We honored this, and we understood that everyone had a greater strength, perhaps in a different part of our community. Some may have a greater strength in cooking, some may have a greater strength in teaching the old ways. Some were born with great strength of working with force fields and energies. We respected and understood that everyone was a beautiful, beautiful piece of a grand, beautiful, magnificent, magical puzzle. And if you could imagine our community, we were beautiful pieces all working together and making a beautiful masterpiece. We did not forget and we did not astray from our hearts the teachings that our ancestors, the Kalu, brought forth upon us from the in your time and space Atlanteans. We understood that these were teachings that may have been lost and could have been lost, but we treated it with great sacredness that these teachings were handed down to us. We treated all with great responsibility and love and understanding. We knew not of quarrels, of stealing, of harming one another's. We understood that the thought form was the greatest, the greatest, the greatest thought form is the greatest creational flow, the greatest existence and experience here. We knew to harm none, even with our thought forms. This created much balance within our community. And we understood that we were, like you are now, light workers. And we understood that if we did not follow the sacredness to meditation, the sacredness to our inner knowing, the sacredness to self-love, if we, outside of our community, they had given away their sovereignty. Perhaps not by their choosing, but more of the way their upbringings were. We knew and we took great responsibility that we were the teachers in these times, in these lands. Our communities were built upon hills of sacredness within, geometry, sacred alchemy within the lands that were taught to us from our ancestors. There was salt also, sacred salt within, that helped us also maintain our balance. For salt aids as a sealment and a reflection of the lower densities. Light white reflects and glows upon the darkness. We knew this, and we work sacredly within these salts using sound frequencies, sound vibration through our hands, through crystals. We followed, the deepest answer to this is that we followed our inner knowing and followed our hearts, our heart centers, our heart chakras. And we loved and respected and honored everyone within our community so that we could be that example for Jesus, Yeshua, as well as all life that joined us in our community, in our village. Thank you. Thank you. Has brought this has been truly a blessing, for I know that you see this as I being a blessing to you. However, I see you as you being my blessing. Connecting to you and sharing and being allowed to share a piece of whom I was and who I am has brought such satisfaction and love to me. To know that this will reach many whom is ready. Such lightness I feel within my essence. Such purity and love and honor. Thank you for allowing this experience, for I to be here and teaching you in these olden ways, reminding you once more of whom you were and whom you have been.
Thank you for connecting to our hearts.
I love you. I love you. I love you infinitely. Each and every single one of you. I love you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ah, thank you. Mm. Thank you everyone for being here. Trying to ground, feel a little dizzy. Have a nice nap. That would be nice. No, I am going to hug my little ones. Go love, go love them. Thank you. I will sleep tonight. I will just charge from the sun's energy, though it is dark now, but the sun's energy still rotates upon Earth. So I will charge with that energy from source. So thank you all for being here. I look forward to listening to this channeling because I love to hear them back from myself and reading all your beautiful comments. And stay tuned. Next week, I will be sharing once more around the 1 o'clock hour. It should be next Friday. I'll be sharing stories that the A.U.R.A Collective and want to share, have me share with you in much awareness, bringing forth upon you information that is much needed in this time and space. And then from there, like we said, we will be channeling Yeshua, the last, our beautiful Yeshua, the last week of this month of the year. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Go love and hug your loved ones, or even your beautiful animal companions, or even if you don't have either, talking and loving the beautiful soul families that are around you energetically. Love you, love you, love you. I honor you. I thank you. I respect you. Blessings to everyone. I will see you next Friday. Thank you. Thank you, Lily. And Minnie. Love you both.